Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time I took a bag of seeds first to Angmar, then to the North Towns, and finally to Rivendell, where now the bag has been turned into an object to help give me a beacon of light as I head deeper into Mordor. What do you say about that, Mithrandir?
The light of Eärendil will serve you well within Gorgon.
Ah, you have cleansed the corruption from the artifact that Eorzen brought from Durthag. I never doubted that you would be equal to the task, Pinelore. The light of Eärendil will serve you well within Gorgoroth. I deem that few of the commanders of which Eorzen spoke will be able to endure its presence, and none will enjoy it. It will bring them discomfort, and aid you in piercing the shadow. It is time to press further into Mordor. That's what you think.
Enemies still hold the channel between Udun and Dor Amarth.
Adventurers of the Free Peoples have set foot into Udun, but the fortress of Karak Angrin has hindered further passage. The eruption of Orodruin melted the doors of the Ethanmouth, and they cannot be shut. But enemies still hold the channel between the Udun and Dor Amarth. Some few have managed the passage, rangers, elves, and others utilizing the arts of stealth. I believe that you can advance into the Doomfold of Dor Amarth, pass through the guarded Ethanmouth, and find Brungos on the other side. He will tell you somewhat of what he has done and what has yet to be accomplished. All right, so travel to the mouth in the fortress of Karak Angrin, but not quite yet, because even though we have this pressing matter of heading deeper into Mordor, we also want to find out anything we can about all those lore pages I have. I have more pages to collect, so that's very important if I want to learn the lore of the shadow. But in addition to that, I also have that little problem that we had that was reading on all the flags and finding out what's being planned there, because I don't want to have everything left into some horrible unsettled state. So it's time for me to find out where is that supervisor, or is that overseer, or whatever they call themselves these days. I believe that this is the proper road in order to start our little journey here. Well, it looks like it is quite a camp here, so finding this overseer may be a little bit difficult. It looks like his name is Ushkbal. Ushkbal. Okay. Ushwa. It sounds like the name of a sport. Just saying. Today we will watch the local Ushbal match to find out how our side is doing. Unfortunately, they've been having a rough season due to having a little trouble with the volcanic ash, but I am sure that things will pick up as the weather starts to clear. And maybe I'll even run to a few more of these enforcers, because it looks like I still have a few more to finish up before I'm done with that quest. It'd be nice to have that out of my quest log before I leave the area, though I cannot depend on that happening. Ow. See, let's just go around the road, and I believe that we will find a supervisor's platform up there eventually. A little bit of a split in the road. I think I want to go west. That's like a nice platform soup for an overseer. But that's a good way to get there. Can I get there? Anyone around? Ooh. Sneaky.
We quelled forges and collapsed mines as we went. But in the end, Udun's best defense was our own haste to pursue the enemy.
Our own haste to pursue the enemy, yeah? In other words, they couldn't do anything because they didn't have time. Oh well. It appears that their way of telling you that you have eliminated an area in the search, it's just a quest click, not a proper signal saying, hey, you found it or you didn't find it or anything like that. With all these explosions in there, I don't know how I'm supposed to hear it, but that's another matter. Okay, you could go after that troll. I will send some other birds after it to help you. And we're happy, right? Let's see, up here. Discover the great forge works. Wasn't what I was looking to do, but okay. Looks like a nice place for an overseer. Of course, going around killing workers is probably not the best way to ingratiate yourself with the supervisor. Or overseer, I guess is the right word. Rude! And you. Ah, alright. Now, what have we got over here? More great forges, apparently. Am I supposed to look in here? A more thorough lockdown. Close open hatchway. 0. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And it springs back up. Well, that's not going to be doing me any good. Elaborate gearworks. Turning the gears. After finding many crankshafts in Udun, you have stumbled upon an elaborate gearworks missing a key component. There may be more machines in Udun that you are able to repair. Oh, in other words, I found all these gears earlier, and now I'm supposed to be... Used crankshaft, 9 of 9. What? No. Never mind. Gears all over the place. Ah, here's another box. I know. I am supposed to be looking for a goat. I am looking for a goat. Right. Yeah, right. Isn't that what I'm supposed to be looking for? No, I don't think I'm supposed to be looking for goats. Oh, well. Clear signs of a struggle and bloody deeds. A conspicuous footprint is nearby. Okay, you're saying there's a conspicuous footprint nearby? Oh, this footprint. What's this footprint for? The footprint is fresh. You are on the trail. What? Of the overseer? Actually, let me follow the footprints. Ah! Another footprint. How many of these are there going to be? Look at this. More of them. There's another one. Okay. Alright. Well, I think I'm beginning to find my trail. It appears it's going below this platform here. There are also some gearboxes here, it looks like. And trolls. Of course, trolls. Always trolls. Trolls all over the place. Well, this troll's not going to last very long. Okay. Oh. Who else dares to fight me? Oh. Really? A Nernhoth. Why they just surrender? They'll be treated much better in Minas Tirith, I think, than here. Okay, here we go. Gears in the machine. After finding many gears in Udun, you have stumbled upon a simple gearwork missing a key component. There may be more, maybe even more machines in Udun that are able to repair. Okay, fine. Okay, so that was a new set. Alright, here are the footprints. The footprint is fresh. You're on the trail. I want you to make sure. Oh, actually, this footprint seems to be going that way. What? We're going in two different directions? Ah! I need to go this way. And, well, let's take here's this dwarf. And whatever goblin that appears to also be on me. So let's just deal with that one quickly. Is that dwarf down? Good. So now it's going this way. Alright. Continue along this way. That way. Alright, up here. I think the footprint's coming in from two different directions towards the place where they're going. Maybe they went that way towards the end of the line, found it was a dead end, and then came back up this way. I suppose that's always a possibility. A little change in the road here. It looks like the next footprint is this way, so continue up our way, just making sure that these footprints are pointing in the proper direction. No, it's not! He must have run to another dead end. Really? Okay, that means up this way then, right? I went the other way and found nothing but a couple of hatches and a couple more gearboxes, so I'll presume then that that footprint was made when he was looking back or something like that, and I'll just continue along this way. Let's see if it continues to trail. It does look erratic, doesn't it? Kurtil arrives just behind you to witness the scene. Talk before fight, he hisses. Ooh?
Have you a mind to aid my folk?
'Twas not us who did this thing. I know full well how it may look. We only dragged him here out of sight to prying eyes. Oi there, Kurtil. I know you by face and by name. Whatever trouble you're up to this time, you must bow to the plain truth. Who in the northern works would touch a hair on Ushbal's ugly pate? None, that's who. No overseer we'd more gladly work for neither. Besides, you see, we carry only hammers, and these wounds were swords' work, plain to see. Look yourself, hobbit. Okay, he knows what a hobbit is. Let's see, well, I guess that's Ushbal. The wounds are indeed incisions, not made by blunt instruments.
Our hope has dwindled, but it is not gone.
Now then, that's settled, I hope. A smouldering shame about Ushbal, though. We know not if it were one of the enforcers or some wild frenzied soldier who struck him through, but there you have it. He was our hope, and he's gone. Well, and if you are here, then you followed the signal flags too, just as we. Let us work the iron together, we four, while it's still got any heat left. Perhaps the work might be salvaged, if only we can think of what to do now that we are on our own. What do you say, Curtil? Right. What is this guy?
Have you a mind to aid my folk?
This is how I see it, and pardon my speaking thus, Stethy. There are two impurities we've got into the slag. Firstwise, there's no one to do the deed. Second, there's someone, somewhere, who knows the signal flags and maybe doesn't want the deed done. Uh-oh. What do you say, Curtil?
The iron is hot now, but cooling. Cooling.
We need only someone to go. Who will fill the post? Not I, Nurkoth that I am. Who am I? No one. Will Gradrach go? Ha! Ha! We know the answer to that, my friends. What of you, Schlemmer? You will not? A shame. No orc, nor dwarf, nor Nernhoth here among us. Ooh. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
Long is the tale to tell, but short is the time.
Do you remember that the captain of the pit does not hear the signal flag speech? He is the master of Udun, but many do not wish it so. When the ground shook and the gates fell and the eagles crossed the skies, a light dawned upon our mind, that we might fly ourselves, fly like the eagles, and in Udun dwell no more. But how? And then we remember the Easterlings camped in Hrunvorn. Perhaps, we thought, perhaps we might go back to them, to the lands far from captains and cruel Gondorians and elves. And so in flags was it written, and the flags was it read by you and me and by others. Ushbal, the goodly overseer, agreed to go before the Easterlings and plead our case. Now Ushbal is gone, and our hopes rest upon you, little one. We ask that you do go to Ushbal's place and parley with the Easterlings, only to meet, to speak a while of what may be. Stand before Rudvorn on the height and hail them with the words that I will teach you. He teaches me a military hail in the Easterling tongue. How do I know that's really a military hail in the Easterling tongue? I might have heard smidgens of the tongue, I guess, in all those Easterling camps I've been invading these last few times, so maybe I'll have some idea. If fortune smiles upon us, they will agree. If it doesn't, then they will have hobbit stew for dinner. Okay, if I hail the Easterlings in before Rudborn. Before I return to that Easterling camp, who I'm sure they're going to attack me just because of that little trouble with Azagoth, let us repair some more of these gears. So apparently, the ghosts don't like it when I do that. After tinkering away, you have repaired many gearworks throughout Udun. Alright. Well, I suppose that might be good. Okay, well, that dwarf doesn't seem to be interested in attacking me, so... Okay, good. I think I'll almost be done with that little bit. That dwarf does seem to be very interested in attacking me. Let's close another hatch. Oh. Goblin! You there! Alright. Oh, another hatch. They're all over the place. There you go. And look at this. Is this the last gearbox I need to fix? After tinkering away, you have prepared more of them and gotten attacked by more goats, apparently. Oh, excuse me. Interrupted by a goat. Alright, there you go. Okay, which of these do I want? I really don't care about any of them. With the last machine repaired, it seems that nothing interesting is happening other than being attacked by some goats. Just then, you swear you heard the sound of goats off in the distance. Perhaps it's my imagination. Maybe it is. Well, I suppose it's time for me to head out towards the Easterling camp. It appears I must have been hearing goats. It seems that you made quite a lot of noise while you were tinkering. There must have been a herd of goats seeking shelter in the broken machines. Now they graze in the valley floor, and if you do not intervene, they will make their way towards the supplies in Udun Foothold. Oh, you're trying to shoo away the goats. Okay. Let's frighten away the goats. Not too sure where they're going to go after all this, but, well, I suppose I could deal with a few goats. I mean, it'll at least give me a little bit longer before I have to worry about those Easterlings, right? Because you know they're going to attack me. Well, I probably don't mind the goats going into the orc supplies. I don't want them getting into the Udun supplies. Well, now, that's all we need to do now, right? Ooh. A thundering yell can be heard somewhere from the foundry deck in Udun. Oh. What? Someone's complained that I'm chasing away the goats? I believe that complaint was issued somewhere from this direction. Maybe from this troll? Well, I'll give that troll something to worry about. Now I better check out this cave. Oh, hold on. What do you have here? Booktavu. What? You didn't like me shooing away those goats? What's wrong? What's to say about that? Oops, daisy. Oops. Rude! Well, you're trolling me. Oh, right. We'll deal with that. Well then, so much for you. You have defeated the reclusive and powerful troll Booktavu. That's all I got to say about that. Well, I'll just grab that. And that finally finishes Gearworks. Yay! So, that means it's time to finally, I guess, go and see those Easterlings. But, I'll have to wait till the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.